Yo, what it is, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in here to another episode here on the Speed Bug channel. Today we got to talk about the Corvette. Now we're going to use the yellow one in the garage today because mine is still not back yet. Lashway doing them final touching on it to make her feel right, you know, making everything before she comes home because, you know, I'm going to give it a beans when I go out. And y'all are going to want to see it with all the hype between my Instagram and here and stuff like that. So a lot of y'all are watching, a lot of Lashway folks watching, and everybody else watching, and I can't wait to get her back. But enough on my car. Not talking necessarily about this car. We're going to talk about the C8 Corvette. And will I actually be getting that car? Well, I'll tell you this. There's a really damn good possibility that I will be ordering that car. Now, I have not pre-ordered that one yet either because I kind of want to wait to see what the reveal shows and stuff like that. And that is going to be July 18th, if I can remember the date exactly from the Corvette executives. But if it's as good as this damn car, and this car was the shit, and it's going to be everything but better. They're going to take the engine from the front, move it to the rear mid-engine car, and this car does things for a fraction of the cost that every other supercar does. No, it may not be as exotic as your Aventador, but it's also, again, a fraction of the cost of the Aventador, and it's just as fast. And some of them are even faster. But again, you have Corvette versus Lamborghini. Now, me personally, I like American cars. I just love American V8s and love the way they sound and everything about them. Not that it's saying that I dislike any of the Lamborghinis or the R8s or anything like that, because I would have one in a heartbeat. Hell, I've had many Japanese cars and Italian cars and German cars, absolutely. But I really do like the way it looks, and I can only go off the renderings and the concepts that other people have already designed on the internet. And if it's anything close to that, it's going to be a winner. Nonetheless, even when the Z06 happens or anything like that, I'm also super, super, super excited to see that we are going to finally have a DCT in this car. And that's probably my biggest gripe about the entire car is the fact of that it still has the older transmission. Now, not that it's a horrible transmission by all means, no. When it's stock, it has a stock tune in it, it's kind of a little bit sluggish, I'm not going to lie. But since mine has been tuned and hopped up and stuff like that, it's absolutely great. And it shifts really fast and almost on par, just as fast with the DCT. But it still doesn't shift like a DCT. It's just not a DCT. And the DCT is just an awesome transmission. If you've ever been in any Porsches or Volkswagens and stuff like that, they're just freaking awesome. And the fact of the matter is that now I can have it mated really up to an American V8, have that torque and all that other jazz and the American sound. It's really going to be kick-ass. So this car is really creating a nice buzz on the internet. GM is really doing a great buzz on the internet. And if the car is affordable, meaning like $65,000 US, the car is going to sell like hotcakes. Absolutely. Now, one thing I probably won't do is probably buy the first year, solely because I don't want to really necessarily deal with all of its plague problems. Not that the first year when this car came out in 2014, that it had a shitload of problems and it was completely plagued or anything like that. No, it really wasn't, but there's just certain things that they fixed in the first year. It's a new generation, it's a new car and stuff like that, and I just probably may wait and see exactly what happens. Hell, maybe I'll even go test drive one and rent one and go from there. Kind of the same concept and model that I'm following, you know, with the BMW. But, hey, we'll see what happens on that. And for the ones that are watching or know about this, the BMW S1000RR, the 2020, the one that may replace my longest bike in the stable, this one over here. But enough on the motorcycle, back to the Corvette. So it's going to have definitely, you know, a little bump in power and stuff like that. The next generation of the LT, of course, which is always to follow suit. And I think it's just going to be really a kick-ass car. Really intrigued to see how the interior is going to look, because American cars really get shit always over the interior. And I can open this one so you guys can see it. Again, it's not bad. This is my girl's car, and hers isn't fully loaded. But definitely, it's not bad, but again, it's not a, shut up, we'll close that. It's not a $100,000 Mercedes S-Class or $250,000 McLaren. I'm not gonna lie, they do have a little bit nicer interior, but you can buy 5 or 6 Corvettes for the price of one McLaren, or buy one Corvette and take 40 grand and beat every McLaren pretty much out there. Again, everybody has their preference, and that's why they make different flavors of ice cream. So I just wanted to let you guys know, hey, will I be obtaining that car? More than likely, yes. Probably just not first year. I still have mine. Mine's coming back. I did see the dyno graphs for the ones that are wondering. The car made well over 1,000 horsepower, yes, at the wheel, and she's going to be a bad joker when she comes out. So that's going to wrap it up here for today's video. If you guys like what you saw, again, more Facebook, Instagram at the Speedbug, same name, here's YouTube, and we'll see all of you when the new C8 comes out, and you know I'm going to be there checking that out. So peace, guys.